I really like UltraKill. So I know, I'm a little late to the party and there are already a million videos talking about UltraKill out there, but I played it for the first time and I want to talk about it, alright? So for those unfamiliar, UltraKill is a fast-paced, high-octane FPS with addicting gameplay and loads of secrets to discover. And I'm not just talking about hidden doors and secret paths, no. We're gonna talk about them, don't worry. It's engaging and bombastic and in your face about it at all times, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the beginning. UltraKill has a style that many indie games go for nowadays that I adore. The retro PS1 low poly look. The reason I believe it has it is because it kinda needs it out of necessity. I'm not saying that the developers can't make a quote unquote better looking game. I'm saying that they did it for our computer's sake so they don't explode while trying to run this game. Look at this shit! What is happening? We need these lower textures so we can have the smooth gameplay that we experience. While you go from level to level, you'll see a huge variety of level themes. We go from a factory type of level to a melancholic garden to a cyberpunk city. You would be right to say that the themes are jarring and don't work together. But the fact that they don't work together is why they work together. Let me explain. The juxtaposition of every theme helps keep a game that is more concerned about being fun and fresh rather than telling a story keeps the game fun and fresh. And there is a story, don't get me wrong, but don't come here for that. The main thing this game's trying to accomplish is how it plays and how well it all comes together through the different level themes. The style even seeps into the small moments of this game. When you finish a chapter, it will go into a small cutscene with a fucking wall of text explaining what's happening in the story up until that point. After that, you get a small little detail that I absolutely adore, which is having the game ask you to insert a new disc to continue the game. And when you die, you get this incredibly immersive death screen. And at the click of a button, you are instantly right back into the action. It's incredible how fast the game can load and keep up the style even when you die. The game just feels loved, and you can tell how much passion the developers had for this game. I mean, they even have a whole ass museum dedicated to the development of this game. I love this. I love when the game has the behind the scenes for the game and you can see the insight of the development. It just puts a smile on my face. I can't help it. I'm a sucker for passion. I know it's not a big deal at all, but I did say it was a small moment, so. Speaking of the story, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, bro. I mean, I could be one of those guys who just looks over and reads what the Wikipedia page says and just say it all again, but with the words all jumbled around like an asshole, but I'm not gonna waste your time. So, what I am gonna do is give you a synopsis of the story from the perspective of somebody who is barely paying attention to any of it. Alright, fine, I'll talk about it. In UltraKill, you play as a robot named V1 who goes down into hell in order to collect blood, which is what V1 uses to power itself. Gabriel, the new angel in charge of hell ever since God disappeared or died or whatever, isn't too happy about you coming in and killing all of the people he's in charge of looking after, so he tries to stop you. He fails.
You insignificant fuck!
And then it's pretty much just rinse and repeat. Like I said, there's not a lot of story being told directly to you, but if you do want more story, there are codexes in the computers in the beginning of every level with information on every single enemy and even tips on how to fight them. And there are books that you can find as well that give you a bunch of lore, I guess. I don't know. I read some of them. They're pretty cool, but I'm not here for this. To be honest, I'm really just here for the gameplay. Like guns? Well, too bad, because UltraKill only has like 5 guns. 7 if you find the 2 secret ones, but I haven't found them yet, so maybe by the time I'm editing this, I'll have them. I don't know, look at the screen. Do I have them? Huh? Cool. I wouldn't even say that the game lacks guns per se, since every gun has 3 different variations. Take for example the pistol you start off with. You could just stick with it and never purchase the extra variations, but you would be robbing yourself of flipping coins into the air that you can shoot, which automatically beams towards the enemy's weak point. Or the pistol variation that allows you to twirl the pistol around your finger like a badass and shoot any wall, allowing the bullet to ricochet off any surface multiple times, dealing damage to anyone caught in the crossfire. Neither of these are too powerful by themselves, mind you, but they are so fun to use, and more importantly, they're stylish. And going by my previous chapter, style is a huge part of this game. UltraKill has something that I love in video games, which is a style meter. The better you perform at any given time in a level, you will be rewarded with style points on the right side of the screen. The cooler kills and shots you can pull off, the more points you earn, and the better score you get at the end of the level. Style points aren't the only factor into the scoring system, but it is the most fun to me, so that's what matters. Another factor into getting a good score at the end is completing the mission as fast as possible. So you can imagine trying to do all these cool fun combos while also trying to do it as quickly as possible can become be a little crazy. But that speed challenge can lead to people trying to find the fastest ways to complete certain levels, such as this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. UltraKill has what Sonic invented back in 1991, which he later ditched in his 20s, called momentum. This momentum can allow you to do some crazy tricks, and speedrunners use it to their advantage to finish levels faster than you can click the like and subscribe button. Go ahead and try. I'll wait. Yeah, that's pretty fast. UltraKill has fantastic movement that's easy to learn and extremely fun to master. You can jump, ground pound, dash, slide, and eventually grapple onto enemies and certain objects in the environment. Like I said, the movement isn't complicated, but with that style meter giving you extra points at the end of the level, movement becomes a huge factor in improving your scores. Yeah, you can just jump and dash everywhere, but don't you want to have fun? Ground pound into some small guys, slide into a wall, jump off of it and headshot someone, grapple onto an enemy, pulling yourself closer to them and shoot them in the face. There's also a parrying system in this game. If an enemy shoots this orb looking thing at you, you can punch it right back at them. It's incredibly satisfying, and it's not just shots. You can parry punches. This means you can parry almost anything. Parry a punch, parry a sword being thrown at you, parry your own shotgun shot into an enemy. UltraKill is absurd, and it knows it and leans so far into the absurdity that it begins to feel normal. UltraKill is a sandbox disguised as a FPS. There is so much to experiment with in this game, and it's extremely satisfying learning how to do so. Don't just flip a coin into the air and shoot it with your pistol. Flip that coin, shoot it with a rocket launcher. Not only will you get extra points for shooting the coin, but you'll get even more points for shooting the coin with a rocket launcher. The cool thing is that I know that there's still so much for me to learn and get better at in this game. There are so many combos that I don't know about yet, and I'm so excited to learn about them. Oh my god, I forgot to talk about the boss fights. Dude, they're so good. There's not a lot to say about them other than they are so well crafted in their build-ups and in their mechanics. I love each and every boss fight in this game. They all feel so involved and make me pay attention to every move the boss may do. The only one I didn't care about really was the Leviathan, to be honest. The build-up was amazing, but the actual fight was kind of whatever. I beat it with like little to no effort, but other than that, I love the bosses. My favorite has to be the second Gabriel fight. He's stronger than before, faster than before, and dare I say sexier than before. If you play the game, then you probably know about the other infamous boss in this game, and trust me, I know about them too. I'm on my way to them. I might stream that fight, I don't know, we'll see. The music's really good. I I don't have the talent or expertise to explain why the music is so good, but you can see for yourself, it is fantastic. A personal favorite of mine is
The Death of God's Will.
it begins soft and foreboding before becoming a hectic song fitting the fight itself. Like I said, I don't have the expertise to explain myself at all, but it feels like the perfect song for a fight between these two characters. An angel who is on the brink of losing himself versus a machine who feels nothing. It's amazing. There is a lot to do in this game that are added as extra challenges. Almost every level has secrets that you can find, insane challenges that you can complete, like don't touch any water in an underwater level, a sandbox where you can freely experiment with all the different enemies and weapons, and even a wave-based arena mode where you can fully customize the arena to your liking. And you can even add custom music into this game.
I shitted in my pants. I am for real.
And the game is in early access. Yeah, the game's not done and it already has so much to do. It basically feels like a complete game. The developers are hard at work developing the newest layer, Layer 8, which will continue the campaign. I, for one, am super excited about this new update, and from the trailer, it looks trippy and so cool. New enemies, new environments, count me in. UltraKill has some of the most fun and addictive gameplay I've played in a while, and consistently keeps itself fresh with new environments and enemies to defeat. Even after you beat the game, there are secrets to find, like secret bosses and levels. And if you want an even better rank than the S rank, you can try to achieve P rank, which aside from sounding like something I made up in middle school, is getting an S rank in a mission and not dying a single time. It's a difficult challenge, but it is easier than it sounds. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Speaking of P ranks, I'm off to go get some more myself. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.